Okay, let's dive right in. When you hear the four Vedas, I think most people picture, four separate books, right? Four distinct religious texts from ancient South Asia.
That's the common picture.
But the insight we're pulling from the sources today suggests something quite different. It's not a library, is it? It's more like one integrated system.
Exactly. It's much more like a highly specialized, um, let's call it a master toolkit. And it only really works when all four components are there together.
A toolkit for what, specifically?
Their whole purpose, fundamentally, is collaboration. Specifically, performing the yajna, the fire sacrifice. And you have to understand, this wasn't just, a symbolic ceremony.
Right.
It was viewed as a critical, high-stakes ritual technology. Its job was maintaining ta.
Tata being the cosmic order, the fundamental equilibrium of everything.
Precisely. Keeping the universe running smoothly, essentially.
Okay, so if the goal is maintaining cosmic balance, then yeah, ceremony feels too light. It sounds more like a complex operation, maybe like surgery.
That's a great analogy, a surgical procedure. And if it's surgery, you need a specialized team.
A team where each Veda is the specific handbook for one of the four main priests involved.
Exactly. Let's start with the foundation, the intention. That's the Ṛgveda, the Veda of praise. This is the manual for the Hoda priest, the invoker.
So the hotel is setting the stage.
Yes. Think of the Ṛgveda as the what and why document. It's got, 1,028 hymns, poetic hymns, suktas.
Right.
And the Hotel uses these to call upon the specific gods needed Agni, Indra, Soma, for instance, and to clearly state the theological purpose, the goal of this particular yajna.
So using your analogy, the Hoda is like the diagnostician, consulting the divine specialists, laying out the case before the main procedure?
Perfectly put, consulting the specialist.
Okay, intention set, but now you need the actual procedure, the precise actions.
And that brings us to the Yajurveda, the Veda of sacrificial formulas. This is for the Atharvaveda priest, the performer.
A how-to guide.
Absolutely. The operational manual. It's full of these prose formulas, the yajus. They dictate every single physical movement, measuring the ground, building the altar, pouring the ghee.
It turns mundane actions into something sacred.
Exactly. Into a kind of cosmic choreography. The Atharvaveda is your chief surgeon, scalpel in hand, following the manual with absolute precision.
And what's fascinating here is that even this Veda, the one about action, it actually split into two versions, didn't it?
It did. You have the Kirta, or Black Yajurveda, where the formulas, the yajus, are kind of mixed in with the explanations. The Brahmans, it's a bit messy, you could say.
And the other?
The Sukla, or White Yajurveda, much cleaner. It separates the formulas from the commentary very clearly.
Doesn't that split itself suggest something? That the procedure, the how-to, is maybe the most debated part, where precision was absolutely paramount and open to interpretation or argument?
I think it strongly suggests that. The arguments weren't over the why, but the how. Methodology, organization. But okay, perfect action needs the right environment too.
Which leads us to
the Sāmaveda, the Veda of melodies. This is the domain of the Udgati, the chanter.
Now, this one's interesting because it's not actually new text, is it?
Correct. It's essentially the Ṛgveda, those hymns of praise we talked about, but set to music, elaborate music. The Ṛgveda takes those foundational verses and weaves them into these special three-note chants called saman.
So what's the function of the music?
Think of it as sonic architecture, vibration. The Ṛgveda is creating the atmosphere, stabilizing the entire ritual field through sound.
Like the anesthesiologist in your surgical team analogy. Managing the operating room's atmosphere, keeping the patient stable with, well, calming sounds.
Exactly. It's about using sound as a mechanism for cosmic stability. And as a side note, this is widely seen as the origin point of all Indian classical music. The 7 basic notes, the svaras, are right there.
Incredible. Okay, so we have intention, action, and stabilizing sound. What's missing?
The safeguard. The supervisor. That's the Atharvaveda, the Veda of spells, and it's overseen by the Brahmin priest.
The supervisor, so the head honcho.
In a way, yes. The chief of surgery, perhaps overseeing the whole operation. Now, the Atharvaveda itself is fascinating. It's often called the Veda of daily life. It's full of charms, spells for healing, protection. It's really the root of Ayurveda.
But in the yajna, what's its role there?
Error correction. Crucially important. Imagine the Hadi flubs an invocation, or the Atharvaveda spills an offering or mismeasures something.
The ritual is flawed, compromised.
Exactly. Potentially disastrously so if the goal is maintaining cosmic order. The Brahmin's job is to watch everything. If a mistake happens, he steps in. He uses specific chants and knowledge drawn from the Atharvaveda wisdom designed to counteract flaws, to essentially heal the ritual.
To fix the mistake and prevent the whole thing from failing?
Precisely. It's the mandatory safety net. Without the Brahman and the Atharvaveda's corrective function, the entire procedure is too risky.
Okay, let's pull it together then.
Yeah.
The system is Ṛgveda gives the praise, the intention. Yajurveda gives the procedure, the action.
Right.
Sāmaveda provides the music, the stabilizing vibration.
Yeah.
And Atharvaveda brings the protection, the wisdom, to oversee and correct errors.
That's the integrated toolkit. Intention, action, vibration, and correction or wisdom. All essential, all working together.
So thinking about this unified system, what's the final thought for you, for our listeners, to take away from this structure?
Well, I think the genius really lies in that unity. The message seems to be that maintaining order, whether it's cosmic order or maybe order in your own life or in an organization, it requires this balance. It's not enough just to have a good intention idea and a solid plan of action. Yajurveda.
You need more.
You absolutely need more. The Vedic insight seems to be that if you don't consciously create an environment of stability, maybe through shared values or atmosphere, Sāmaveda, and crucially, if you don't build in a recognized, empowered way to spot and fix errors, to heal the system when things go wrong, Atharvaveda,
Yeah.
then your system, whatever it is fundamentally incomplete. It lacks the resilience it needs to truly last.